What up, man?
Good question for you. Let's think about starting up this style here. You like my look?
The red sleeves. Now you gotta get a permission slip to sign a red wear the red sleeve.
Really?
Yeah. AP had wore the red sleeves yesterday. I had to press him, so it's all right. But just make sure you don't do it again.
Okay, all right.
Where did that come from? Why the red sleeves?
I on turf we play on turf, but on turf I just used to get cut up all the time. Like I got fragile skin, I guess. I don't know. A good skin, I get cut up on turf. So I was like, skip this. Like I can't be buying new bed sheets every night. Come home, there's blood all over my bed sheet. So I started wearing sleeves, and then here I just wore the red ones.
How do you make sure
your
you guys?
relationship with Donovan Mitchell at all, or is that just?
Nah, I don't know him, man. Appreciate it. He just, he was watching the game, I guess, and he just a fan. So now we BFFs, I guess. So who knows?
It's not that you haven't stuck on the football field before, but obviously with the red sleeves, you certainly pop. Do you like that? Do you like the attention?
I don't do it for attention. I'm going out there and playing. Just Sugu Nation. So I just wear red.
To that end,
How do you make sure as a team you guys keep the same intensity you had on Sunday and move it to this week also?
We do that in practice, and we do that in meetings. We do that in film study, and we know what we need to be done. We know where we are right now. We know our record. We know how it looks. I or the coaches or no player has to really say anything. We all understand it, but if somebody does have to say something, or if the coach have to say something, we'll point it out, and so we'll get it fixed up.
is there any origin story behind the sack celebration you've been doing?
What's that celebration?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
If
you don't know, I don't know, man.
Does this look familiar? Smell the floor.
Nah, man, that's just my sack celebration. Actually, I'll always be dancing. Mark Ingram, he was like, man, you gotta do one sack celebration every time you get a sack. So I just chose that. But my old coach knows where it's from. Drew knows where it's from.
Matt, what are your initial thoughts on Jamie Collins coming into the locker room yesterday?
I just watched film of the Patriots, and he made so many plays for this organization, his team, and his defense. I'm happy. I'm excited. My initial reaction when I first heard that he was released, or however that happened, I was like, let's get him in the building. He always played great as a Patriot. Let's get him in the building. Let's see what he can do, and see how he can help our defense.
This is the first time you met him yesterday when he came in?
For a long stint, yeah.
You played with Mark Ingram for a couple of years. What are your impressions of him? What makes him such a solid back?
I think it's that Bama stuff, man. Whatever Bama be doing with their running backs, but he's just a good, smart football player, and just a will to win. So I think Mark is a really good back. He downhill, run behind his pads, carries the ball well, and carries himself even better. So that's my dog, though. So shout out to Mark, but it is what it is.
I know we asked you a bunch of quarterback questions last week, but how about this week and Davis Mills? What do you see from him?
A young quarterback getting the ball out of his hand, just trying to lead the offense, and also understand his role. I think they're putting him in good situations for their team and for them to win. So we just got to go out there and stop them as a defense, and make it hard every down, and make him have to make tight throws in tight windows, and make him have to play every play honest.
Matt, have you gone up against Laremy Tunsil in the past before, and just what do you see with him on tape?
You asking, have I?
Yeah.
I have, man. I played Laremy. Laremy's one of the better tackles in the league. and you got to beat him like you do with everybody in this league. But he's one of more solid tackles. Good feet, strong punch. So you got to beat him. Got to get the quarterback off his spot. Got to harass him every play, and you got to play to his intensity or higher. You got to match his energy level, especially if you go out there and stop you a couple times. It's kind of a snowball effect. He'll get better throughout the game, and so you got to come out there and take it to him.
You mentioned kind of keeping energy up through practices and meetings to have that on Sunday. What's the energy like? People around here haven't been started 3-1 very often. How would you describe just the mood of everybody?
I don't know, but we were South Dallas swagging in the locker room earlier. So I think the energy is high. I don't think y'all know what that is, though. But the energy high. We're not getting down on ourselves. We not moping. We're not dragging our feet and our arms. We're getting right after it. Like I said earlier, we know what our record is, but we know what we have in the locker room. And so, we played 4 games, we got 17, we got 13 more games. Got 13 more games. We can win all the next 13. You just can't get down on yourself like that.
Devin said that when Jamie came back, he was already cracking jokes. He was looking forward to seeing you both in the locker room. Now, is he as funny as you? Can you guys sort of play off each other, lighten the mood together?
Dang, I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. I think, hopefully, we both around for the rest of the season. It's a long season. Like I said, we still got 13 games. But I'm a crack jokes, make fun, make it light, play on music, and do what I do. And I'm also going to be accepting of him. He was actually, I was here this season first, but he been here first. Some of the guys know him. They talked about him throughout the time. And it was kind of like, man, I wish you would have got to meet this dude, or y'all was on the field at the same time. And that wish came to fruition. And so now we're just going to see what we can do.
I think the last time he was here with Hyde and Kyle Van Noy, they called themselves the Boogeymen, and they played you guys down in Baltimore that year. I mean, as a linebacker, did you pay attention to what was going on here back then, or remember anything about that?
Yeah, I do remember. that. We spanked y'all, but but I do remember hearing that, and I think until they played us, they had no touchdowns given up, and they was just smacking people. They probably was one of the hardest hitting groups or linebackers in the NFL that year. And it showed up on film, and then it also showed up on stats. And then to make it even better, what they was doing, nobody cared who was getting the success. Nobody cared who was making the plays. Nobody cared, and they just went out there and they was having fun, and they was having fun together. And that's I think that what made them a special group, and hopefully we can bring that energy back.
Your final question?
Yesterday, Josh said that he looks up to you a lot. What does that mean to you?
That I'm taller than him. No. Josh is a younger player in the league, and I think he's going to be around this league for a long time. Y'all don't see it all the time, but he does a lot of special things on the practice field that when he can then carry it over to the game field, he's a very unique player. So, I mean, honestly, he has lined up in every single position in the front seven in his 2 years in the league. And that's special just to know what you're doing and then also to go out there and execute it. So I think just with a lot of more time in this league and, hopefully grooming from coaches to watching other players to just watching a lot more film, he's going to be very unique and special as a player. But as far as looking up to me, I think that's just me having success in this league. I think he just wants success of his own. And so I think, you know, you kind of look up to people that you see stuff in them that you want for yourself. And I think that's what he's saying. And, you know, I admire that about him. So, you know, I'm not going to try to hold him back for anything that he wants in his world or his life. And if I can help him become that player or that person he wants to be, I'll help him.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, guys.